Travis with TCustomz Productionz, TCustomz.com, and I wanted to do a quick comprehensive list. I've got a top 7 sites to sell your beats online for 2015 for music producers. These are my top 7. These are the ones that I've personally seen the results from. I want to go ahead and preface this by saying there are others. There are many others, and others that you may have seen results on too, but this is my personal list on the sites that I continually sell beats on and the ones over the years that I've seen the best results with. So number one, it's not going to be any surprise, is your personal website. This is where I personally generate the most income, the most sales, the most inquiries. Your personal website, I'll just go ahead and reiterate why that's so important. Your main central hub, you fully customize that. That's your space on the web. You can have 1 page, you can have 10 pages, you can have 100,000 pages, depending on what keywords you're targeting, depending on what type of content you're putting out. It opens you up for so many different entry points into people discovering you, and it just makes for a more professional representation of you and your brand. So you could put your beats on some of these secondary supplemental sites I'm going to talk about next, but without your central hub, without your personal site, it's going to be difficult to get the traction, to build the brand, to build the authority, to get the real traffic and have the full customization of what you want your audience to see, the experience that you want them to have, and ultimately generating the most amount of sales. The rest of these are not going to be in any particular order, but I want to go ahead and just state some other sites. Some are free, some you pay a minimal, maybe a monthly charge, you pay a one-time fee, but it enables you to get additional platform, additional exposure to get artists to see your tracks and ultimately make more sales. So number 2, you've heard me talk about a site called BeatStars. I'm actually going to do a more comprehensive breakdown video in the future where I step through even some more details on the benefits and why I use BeatStars. But I'll just say right off the top, it's an authority site. There's a substantial number of traffic. There's targeted artists going there to buy beats. I sell beats on there on a regular basis. I've had non-exclusive sales on there. I've had inquiries and sold exclusive tracks off of this site. There's a lot of potential on here. One of the main reasons I like it is because it's such a minimal investment to get on the platform. I think I shot a video in the past actually talking about BeatStars, which I may link below if I can find that video. But personal website first, always first and foremost, and then taking up as much real estate through these other third-party sites. Without putting myself on BeatStars platform, I would not have made the amount of sales that I've been able to make to date. Number 3, I shot a video a little while ago on SoundClick, and is SoundClick dead? I'm also going to link that in the description below if you want more information, if you haven't seen that video, as well as the detailed article that I posted there. But SoundClick, it might be dying, but there's still traffic, there's still sales being made. I'm still generating beat sales from SoundClick, so I've got it on the list. Again, it's a very minimal investment. You're talking about a $10 VIP account. You've got any other kind of beat store or some monthly subscription that you're paying for, that would be an additional charge, but you're probably already using that on your own site or wherever else. Anyway, $10 investment is definitely worth being on that platform. Number 4, again, these aren't in any particular order, beat brokers. There's different tiers that you can pay monthly to be on there, and again, it's another site that has kind of built authority over the years. Artists can discover you organically. If your own personal site has not got up the ranks and you're still working on that, well, these are all sites that you can kind of leverage. You get some extra eyeballs and make some extra sales. I know in the early stages of beat brokers, I made a ton of sales, and I still just from time to time will make some sales, but it's definitely worth it based on the investment that I put into it. They also have some cool promotional tools and services and things in there that I definitely recommend checking out. So the next one on the list, YouTube. It comes as no surprise. What are the top ranking sites in the world? Was number 1 Google, number 2 is Facebook, and number 3 is YouTube, or some sort of combination right there. So you're talking the top 5 websites in the world, and a lot of people go directly to YouTube platform to discover new music. And even if they're not going directly to YouTube to search, if they're going to Google, YouTube videos, depending on the keywords that are being searched, a lot of times will surface to the top of the search results. So even if you're not showing up for your blog post or your website homepage or whatever page you're trying to rank for those keywords, if you can rank for a video, and Google sees that as a good result to give to the user for that keyword term that they search, obviously that's extra exposure. I mean, YouTube, I've talked on it a number of times, the power in video, and so that's why it's obviously on the list. So the next one on the list is a free service, just like YouTube, is SoundCloud. Now, you're probably already on there. I know I get links from SoundCloud all the time from artists and producers alike because it's a free platform. They have paid tiers, and I recommend actually, if you are a free user of SoundCloud, I definitely recommend looking into paid tiers if you're active on it and you use it a lot, because there's a lot of really good insights, and for a very minimal monthly fee, or you can pay a one-time for the year, you can get a lot of extra insights and extra analytics and information that's going to help you figure out who are your fans, and ultimately, if you execute properly, make more sales, start more conversations, build better relationships. Going back on the previous one, YouTube, I've made, I don't know how many sales directly from YouTube, but SoundCloud has been a great platform. For me, I'm not as heavy on it. I don't use it as much as I do some of the other ones, but when I upload new beats, I make sure that I upload my new tracks there. I check my personal messages on SoundCloud about a couple times a week. I've made a lot of really good relationships, connections that way, and have led to some basic sales, some beat leases and whatever here and there, but also some very big sales and bigger relationships that have led to a lot more income for me. Like I said, you're probably already on SoundCloud. Just make sure you're using that to the fullest capacity. The last one on the list I have is Reverb Nation. There's some other ones I'm gonna mention as honorable mentions. When I think of Reverb Nation, I generally think of like musicians or bands, artists and producers, and a wide array of music people on the platform, but you might not think of it as a place to get exposure to sell your beats. I shot a video a while ago, and I actually just recently revamped the blog article on that, which I'll link again in the description below. If you haven't seen it and you're interested in how I was able to do some small tweaks on my Reverb Nation account to rank #1, consistently rank #1 in my city for actually all genres of music. And it was just a few small tweaks that I did. And so the fact that now people can look in a general area, general region, and look in the charts and find me, it's a lot easier for people to discover the music. They can link off of that to my site. I have all my new blog content that's integrated into Reverb Nation. So any new posts, any new tweets are all going to be updated there. I have certain featured videos. So again, it's just another place if people are going directly to Reverb Nation to find music. If you're in the charts or there's other ways that they're finding you, it just gives you another opportunity. You want to make sure you got all your stuff again linked up properly, all your social media. And again, I stepped through in that video how you can do that very easily. Now, I could have obviously mentioned sites like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Ustream. I personally talk to a lot of people on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. I've made sales directly off of all the platforms. I don't want you to think that this is all of what it is. I'm just telling you these are the top 7 that I personally have seen the most results with, aside from the social media platforms that I just mentioned. And hopefully you can do your own research, test things out for yourself, and figure out what's working best for you. But I just wanted to offer my insight. If you have any other platforms that work for you, feel free to drop those in the comments. If you have any other questions, comments for me, as always, you can connect with me on social media. All the links will be in the description. And the absolute best way to get in contact with me for all serious inquiries is to send an email, the contact form on my website. Just go to TCustomz.com. There'll be a contact form there, and I check emails multiple times per day. There'll also be a link in the description for a free webinar series on how you can ramp up your music production business, take it to the next level. Also, real quick, I just wanted to offer a quick special bonus. Just say thanks for sticking with me to the end. If you have your own personal website, your beat site, you're selling beats, maybe you just got it launched, you've had it up for a while, maybe you're not getting as much traffic to it, or you're not converting sales like you like, and you'd like me to take a look at it personally, give you like a little quick analysis on it and ways that you might be able to improve it. Again, there will be a link below for you just to fill out a little form and just let me know exactly what you're trying to get out of it, what improvements you're trying to make. Or if you're just looking for a general kind of audit or analysis, you can let me know that too. But there will be a link there for you too, and I'll take a look at your site and we'll get it worked out. As always, hip hop sound kits, mixing and mastering, one-on-one coaching, consultations, all that is on the site as well. Thanks very much for watching and the continued support, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.